the South Australian Sports Show. I hope you can stay with us for the next hour. We have got plenty coming up on the show. We've got a young lady that's coming in that changed from athletics to cycling. It's a ripping story. We've got some boxing to talk about. We've got the SANFL to talk about. There is plenty to get across. As I welcome Barry Curtin to the show. Baz, how are you?
Good, fantastic.
All right, time to start. Good news, because we've got a lot to cram into this show, mate. So started off with the Thunderbirds getting a win, 51-44 over the Sunshine Coast Lightning. That was a great story. One of the big stories that we forgot last week was the SA softball girls, of course, winning the championship for the first time in 66 years.
Yes.
So that was fantastic. Well done by the softball girls. Adelaide United are going to host an elimination final here. Well done to United. They finished in 4th place.
And they keep, that's a great effort.
Keep losing players and keep winning.
Yeah, it just gets me. Oh, yeah, well, he might go and he might go. He's going over here, he's going over there. No one seems to complain about it.
No,
do they?
They just get on with it, mate. They take the money and off they go. They accept it.
It staggers me.
Good news, David. The good news, mate. Dusty Martin came back. Hasn't played since round 1, so after 7 weeks off, looked terrific. Had a bit of the don't tackle me, Dusty. Kick a couple of goals, and the players love to have him around.
He's a good player.
Yep, Charlie Dixon, of course, came back through Port Adelaide and got through the game, mate. 10 disposals, 2 marks, 1 goal, 1. He played about 18 minutes.
Tricky conditions.
I think it was good just to see, again, good to see Charlie out there playing, mate. Probably this one in the footy world. Adam Goods, of course, Swans had their 10-year reunion back in Sydney. There was some talk that Goodsy might not be able to make it for the lap, and there was a lot of speculation why he wouldn't, but it was because he already had some commitments. But he was able to move around, got there for the lap of honour and got the biggest cheer of anyone on the ground. So it was fantastic to see Goodsy get that one. This one, Spanish young gun, 19-year-old Carlos Alcaraz becomes the first player to beat both Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic at the same tournament on clay at the Madrid Open. So 19-year-old. Now, on top of that, he's the youngest player in 17 years to beat a world number 1. So he's got a bit, and it's his second ATP Masters tournament that that he's in. So he's Rafa's protege, and he's beaten Rafa. They're saying this kid is the next one. It's terrific.
It's bound to happen, I wonder.
Well, it had to eventually.
We've had Rafa and we've had Djok and Federer for so long, really unbeatable, the three of them.
Hasn't been going all that well for Novak. He lost this, and then at the same time, he lost a $42 million sponsor.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a $42 million sponsor.
Yeah, you've got to have done something seriously wrong to lose a $42 million sponsor. But that was always going to happen. Well, eventually, it was going to happen. No problem at all. And good on him. I mean, I think it breathes a bit of fresh air into the tennis as well.
Yeah, I think it does too.
There's someone now that we can
focus on someone different. We're kind of Federer's with his injuries. We've lost him. We've lost some of the players that have dominated for a while.
Such a great player, Roger Federer.
Don't be surprised to see him come back. He's making some noise that his knee's coming good. And 40. He just loves the game.
Well,
obviously.
He looks like a player who could play still at 40, no problem. He doesn't look like he's out of shape. He doesn't look like he's...
Just brilliant.
He gets tired. He could play 5 sets. No, let him go. Bring him back. Let him have a crack at young Alcaraz here. Let's see how he goes there. I like that. I think that gives tennis a nice little shot in the arm.
All right, we need to get over to Millie for the news. Millie Walters, what have you got for us, Millie?
Thanks, guys. Yes, hello and welcome back to another exciting week in sport. So let's jump into it. Well, they've got the power to win. Port took home another gripping win last Friday night when they blew the game wide open in the 3rd quarter, ending in a 17-point win against the Western Bulldogs. Port was just too strong for the injury-affected Bulldogs as tall forwards Jeremy Finlaysons and Todd Marshall proved too strong in the 3rd quarter, dominating the ground, kicking a total of 5 goals. Hopes are now high for Port supporters as Port is now just 1 win and some percentage points outside of the top 8. They will face North Melbourne this week, then Geelong and Essendon ahead of their mid-season bye. Port took home that final win with a score of 86-69. Unfortunately, celebrations weren't had across town as the Crows suffered a 48-point loss to Carlton last Sunday. Taylor Walker kicked the opening goal in the fiery first quarter, continuing his strong return since his 6-game match ban last year. Unfortunately, that couldn't save the Crows from the Blues as Carlton's powerful forward combination of Charlie Curnow and Carrie McKay were dominant throughout the match. Head coach Matthew Nicks had to watch from the sidelines due to COVID protocols, which left standing coach Scott Burns to clean up the 6-goal-to-none 3rd quarter. It doesn't get much easier for the Crows ahead of the upcoming clashes against Brisbane, St Kilda and Geelong, a period where Adelaide will need to dig deep and recapture their early season form if they have any chance in producing last season upsets. The clash finished with a final score of 116-68. To the Women's Super League now, where Australia's own Sam Kerr helped seal the deal for Chelsea's hat-trick win on the English Women's Super League titles last weekend. The Matildas captain netted 2 volleys to help secure the Blues as a 3rd consecutive WSL title, beating Manchester United. Kerr earned herself a golden boot for the WSL season, becoming the top scorer of the 2nd consecutive season. Adelaide's own Kayla Crowther is one of the quiet achievers in Australia's horse racing, but tomorrow at Morphettville, her name will be on everyone's lips. The 23-year-old sits 9th in the nationwide Jockeys Premiership with 96.5 winners, narrowly in front of Hugh Bowman and Tommy Berry, with the likes of William Pike, James McDonald and Damien Lane just ahead of her. Not only does she sit comfortably amongst horse racing's best, Crowther is the only female and the only South Australian in the top 20. I think Kayla Crowther is a name that everyone should be watching out for in the months and years to come. To the Adelaide Footy League now, where Glenunga coach Nathan Grimer was thrilled for his team after it secured its 3rd straight Division 1 win in a thrilling display against Tea Tree Gully last Saturday. Although a rocky start to the season, the Rams have been in perfect form as of late, with a forming strong defensive unit, especially on home soil. Credit is due to Tea Tree Gully though, as they started the game the strongest, booting 4 goals in the first 10 minutes. Glenunga soon settled into their game plan though, and with the helps of Zach Smith, the Rams were full steam ahead. At the sound of the final siren, Glenunga took home the win with 72-57. That is all the news I have for you this week. I'm Millie Walters and we'll be right back for more with the SA Sports Show.